Ever tried solving an escape room puzzle only to get stuck because the clues didn't make sense? What if a computer could design puzzles that are both visually stunning and logically solvable? That's exactly what this research is all about. Let's dive into how scientists are teaching AI to create escape rooms that actually work. No more confusing dead ends or broken props. Here's the challenge. Designing escape rooms requires balancing two tricky things. First, the visuals need to look real, like a classroom with a ladder, a locked box, and a mysterious note. Second, the puzzle has to make sense. If the solution is hidden in a place that's impossible to reach, or if the clues don't connect, players get frustrated. Traditional AI tools often fail here. They might generate a pretty image, but the logic falls apart. The researchers tackled this by breaking the puzzle design process into three key steps. Think of it like building a house. First, you sketch the blueprint, the scene graph, then you lay out the rooms, the layout, and finally, you add the finishing touches, image optimization. Let's walk through an example. Imagine asking an AI to generate an escape room scene. A naive prompt might just say, a classroom with a ladder, the result. A generic image with no clear path to solve the puzzle. But when the AI uses a scene graph, a map of how objects relate to each other, it starts making sense. A lock on the blackboard. A hidden key under a desk. Suddenly, the puzzle has a logical flow. Here's where it gets cool. The team tested different versions of their system. They compared a basic AI, like GPT-4o, to their improved method. The results? Their final design solved puzzles 53% of the time, versus just 3% for the basic model. They also tracked things like shortcuts, like a climbable desk that ruins the challenge, and solution alignment, how well the visuals match the puzzle's logic. Each step from scene graphs to image tweaks made the puzzles better. But it's not perfect. The system still has limits. For example, it can't handle puzzles with hidden objects you have to uncover, like opening a box. And if a puzzle requires more than 8 steps, the AI starts to struggle. Plus, while the images look great, they're still not perfect after every player action. But these are early days. Think of it as the AI version of learning to build a house one room at a time. This research isn't just about escape rooms. It's about teaching AI to understand space and logic in a way that feels natural. Imagine using this tech to design video games, educational tools, or even virtual reality experiences. The next time you play an escape room, you might just be interacting with a machine that's learning to think like a human, step by step, clue by clue. What do you think? Would you trust an AI to design your next escape room adventure? Let me know in the comments. Maybe we'll tackle a puzzle together sometime. Ever wondered how AI could design a whole escape room puzzle? Let's dive into this research that's turning virtual problem solving into an art form. So the goal here is simple. Teach an AI to create escape rooms where players have to figure out clever ways to escape. But it's not just about random challenges, it's about designing puzzles that make sense. The researchers tested different approaches, like letting the AI generate solutions on its own or guiding it with text prompts. The results? Some pretty creative and logical escape scenarios. Take this example, a pool with a lifebuoy. The AI figured out you'd need a telescoping net, a clamp, and a brass key hidden underneath. It's like the AI is thinking, okay, how would a person actually solve this? The same goes for a classroom where a hooked pole and ladder help retrieve a key, or a prison cell where a wool blanket melts ice. Each solution uses everyday objects in unexpected ways. But here's the twist. The AI doesn't just create puzzles, it also tests them. The researchers built a system where humans try to solve the escape rooms, and the AI gives hints if they get stuck. Imagine playing a game where the AI acts like a helpful guide, nudging you toward the right steps without giving everything away. And the best part? They didn't just stop at making puzzles. They evaluated how good the AI's designs were. They asked people to rate the puzzles on 3 things. 1. Solvability, do the clues make sense? 2. Shortcut avoidance, can you cheat or does the puzzle force you to think? 3. Graph alignment, does the visual design match the puzzle's logic? For instance, one puzzle involved balancing a seesaw to open a door. The AI had to ensure the weights and objects were placed in a way that made the solution clear, but not too obvious. Another challenge. A bomb in a basement that you'd have to literally blow up to escape. What's fascinating is how the AI adapts. When the researchers tweaked the prompts, like asking for simpler puzzles or more visual clues, the AI adjusted its designs. It's like teaching a robot to think like a game designer. So why does this matter? Well, it's not just about escape rooms. This research shows how AI can generate complex, interactive scenarios that balance creativity with logic. Whether it's for games, education, or even training simulations, the ability to design puzzles that feel natural is a big deal. Next time you're stuck in a video game or a real-life puzzle, remember, you might be solving something an AI helped design. And who knows? Maybe one day, your favorite escape room will be powered by this kind of smart, step-by-step thinking. Thanks for watching. If you want to see how these puzzles come to life, hit subscribe and stay tuned for our next deep dive into AI's wild world. Until then, happy solving.